Starting another Riachuelo try-on haul here. Welcome to my channel. Guys, I have like half the store here, okay? Really a lot of stuff. I think you're going to like it a lot. I've really connected with Riachuelo's style and new arrivals, and I love how frequently they release new pieces. I used to feel new things arrived rarely, so I liked some but waited a long time for more. Now that's changed. Every week brings something good and tempting to buy. Let the rich girls deal with it. Starting off with this look and talking about this trend alert, knitwear is nothing new to anyone. But this old money style with a zipper is really in right now. Did you like my eyeshadow? I'm recording thinking about the eyeshadow, whether it looks good or not. But I think I liked it, guys. I think I enjoyed this eyeshadow. You can comment. If it looks terrible, that's okay. So personally, I'm not a fan of trimmings, trimmings. You all know that. And this style of knitwear with a zipper, I was a bit resistant at first, but I loved it. It didn't bother me. I think it really fits the proposal, which matches the style of the knitwear, and it turned out really charming. This knit is a size large. It should be smaller, but they didn't have it. And it costs 170.79 our dollar, 179.90. I think I would get the small size just to be sure, because I mentioned in another video that I'm trying to stop myself from always picking a bigger size for everything. I really have that habit, and honestly, it does make our appearance look worse. Here's a tip for those who also like to wear clothes that are way too big or even too small, especially. It just looks like you're go. It never creates a positive visual effect. Ideally, you should wear clothes that are your size. Otherwise, it might look like you're heavier because the clothes are too big. And it can also look like you're heavier because it's too tight. Have you seen that? I always mention that blazer tip. When you put on a blazer, even if you're not going to button it up, there should be a distance of about 4 fingers there. Sometimes people put on a blazer and the ends are right here and here. So it makes your bust or you look much wider. When you wear the right size, that vertical line looks harmonious and then it looks great. And I myself, who wear a larger size, also need to be careful about this. Guys, I love these pants. They're too long to be worn like this, just the way they are. I definitely need to get them hemmed. But I'm going to show it anyway, because this knitwear style goes really well with jeans. And I love matching the dark blue of the knit with the color of the pants. In this case, these pants have a loose fit. I'm wearing a size 34 and it's still loose. And I like to emphasize that it's big, because I'm not a size 34 person. When size 36 fits, I wear size 36 and it costs RP 1.99. Just a reminder, guys, that at Riachuelo we always have an active coupon. Bia, put it big on the screen so no one forgets. It's Rita Saraiva, but we always have 10% off. But Riachuelo has been really generous lately. And they've even released up to 30% if I'm not mistaken. It was for a double date. And during consumer weeks, they offered 30 for 30% off. And every now and then they offer 20 and 20 and 25% off. And you can pick it up at home from Riachuelo, and you can get it at Carter's too. It's really worth following the channel. Follow me on Instagram, join our WhatsApp community. We always notify you of these great deals, but they're only available for a limited time. They're really quick. These situations, guys, about these pants, these barrel pants, the right way, let's say, to wear these pants is to show your ankle. Not just the ankle, but the little bone of your shin. So in this case, I would have to give it a good cuff. Look, let me fold it a bit so you can get an idea. Yeah, not too short, but something like this. Since it's really rounded, the ideal thing I would do with the tailor is, besides hemming it, to take it in, about 2 fingers so it keeps this shape. But it's a pair of pants that's worth recommending because it has a high waist, there are no stains, nothing weird, and it fits well on the butt too. I loved it, so much so that I already bought one for myself and it's on its way. So it's good because, well, mine hasn't arrived yet, and I'm already sure it was a good investment. I got it for 25 with a 25% discount. I don't buy much Saraiva, so I stay updated to not miss out. Here's this complete look, and let's move on to the next one. I'm recording this at a time when we're close to Valentine's Day. We're starting the São João festival. We're close to the World Cup. So I have a lot of outfit options here on my rack. And with each new piece, I'll tell you where I would wear it. For example, I believe I've never been to this São João festival, but here in Sorocaba, I know the Festa Junina. So what do we think? Nighttime looks like these more stylish ones that go with boots and everything. Not necessarily plaid, which wouldn't be a problem either. And I love this idea. I've already shown this dress before, so if you follow me, you've probably seen it. I talked about it back in the reaction video. I only showed it on the hanger and I said, guys, it's so pretty because it has a green background with polka dots and it has long sleeves, so it looks really nice to wear with boots. However, it's quite form-fitting. Now that I've had it, I'm even less comfortable with form-fitting clothes. I didn't like that style before, and I feel even worse in it now. But with the jacket, I would totally wear it like that. And with a long sleeve dress, I wish it wouldn't get too warm. I like the option of wearing boots with a long sleeve dress. I don't like it with short sleeves unless you're going to add a jacket. If it gets warm and you remove the jacket, you'll stay cozy. The design is beautiful and the V neckline elongates your neck. It looks gorgeous. If I'm not mistaken, there are four more colors, but this one was the most subtle. And I love green, right? The little chain on the thing is also very green. It makes a lot of sense. I didn't really like the jacket. It was one of the things I wasn't fond of, but it has a nice PU quality, you know? It's not that cheap kind. It's not that shiny leather. It looks really nice. See? It's something I always point out to you guys. It's the zipper issue. Oh, guys, look at this zipper. It draws more attention than the jacket. Here, these little studs are actually there, but you could do without them. But at least the zipper is the same color as the jacket. These small details make a big difference and really elevate it. If it were a large biker-style jacket, it would already be busy, and additional silver zippers would make the zipper the main focus. You guys notice that we look at the details, right, of the jacket because it has this style, but it's not something super flashy. Well, talking about prices and sizes, this jacket is in size S. No, this dress. Size S 99, S 99. The price is really good. Now the jacket. Will we be able to find it? Well, if I tell you the size, I think you'll already get it, pretty much. I'll pin the links in the first comment and put them in the description. The jacket is size S, which is already oversized. The size I usually wear. That's it. Look how beautiful it is, guys. Oh, I love bold clothes like this. So stylish, different. I'm much more into these quirky clothes than that more classic style. I think it looks beautiful on others, but it has nothing to do with me. It comes down to personality. I'm definitely a tomboy. This is totally me. Look how cool it is. Here's the full outfit. And let's move on to the next one. I'm going to do this look in two versions because I know I'm going to get roasted for the first version, which is this one right here. And so everyone can enjoy the outfit. We do something normal, something not normal. And the store is really leaning into that trend, guys. Wearing shorts with boots, high-waisted, high boots, right? Knee-high boots. What do you think? I thought it looked super stylish, really different. Honestly, I could totally rock this look, especially if I were traveling or at some event, like brand events. For example, when Riachuelo invites me, I have the freedom to wear the weirdest item I own from the brand. And actually, the looks here, the pieces themselves aren't weird. It's the way the outfit was put together that is. And that screams trend alert. That's what I think. Everything that's weird feels a little strange, especially the first time you see this here. My assistant looked at it and said, "That's really weird." I asked her what she thought. I saw the same girl wearing it on the trip. I thought it was super cool. Then my mom follows a foreign influencer. She's from Russia and she's super stylish and she only dresses like this. She's been dressing like this for a long time because these things, these trends, they come from abroad. And then we start thinking it's normal. Some of them, others not so much anyway. But for them, when we're already wearing something a lot here, they're already on to other things. It's really like that. It's the trend cycle. And this cycle can be like that. I think it's not a cycle for everyone. For one, shorts are already something very rough and masculine. Another thing is how to wear them. And in this case here, to keep warm, I would wear tights in my skin tone. No one would even notice that my little knee is covered by tights. And I would totally wear it. But yeah, I like it. This is for those who want to stand out at the São João party. That's it. Now let's change and do a normal look so I can win back your friendship, pinky promise, okay? So you all don't abandon me on this channel. Okay. Patience has its limits. Now, about São João. This is totally me. I loved it. By the way, I'm going to take a look because I made a purchase from Riachuelo last week. It was 25% off and it hasn't arrived yet. And I'm going to check if that blazer is there because it's perfect. And I don't have the blazer that Riachuelo released this year, but this one is much prettier. If you already have that one, it's okay. It's beautiful. You don't need more. But since I work with this, right, I get a lot of pieces. I need both. I don't want to discourage you if you already have the other one, but this one is prettier because of the brown background. Very interesting. Since brown is trending now, I notice more brown backgrounds in blazers. They're following trends with brown backgrounds for everything. Here it shifts to a gray background with an open plaid pattern like this. Anyway, one thing I loved about it too is that the piping is blue. So it has a white detail, but it's blue. So it looks great with jeans. Of course, all plaid looks great with jeans, but I don't know, guys. I really love this one. Let me just check the size because it seemed a little big. Oh, it's a 38 for sure. I got this 38. Why? Because I wanted it to be the same length as the shorts or the skirt, And it worked out really well. I wore it with 15 denier tights. Here's a tip for anyone who's traveling or lives somewhere where it's really cold, right? If you wear fleece lined tights, your legs lose their shape completely. It looks kind of weird like you're wearing leggings. I can't really explain it. So, what I've been doing is I put on a 15 denier pair of tights in my skin tone first. I put those on, and then I pull up the black or brown tights over them, depending on the look I want. Guys, it looks great. It keeps you really warm. And no, and it keeps the shape of your legs looking nice. It looks like you're just wearing a thin pair of tights, you know? Because if you wear a really thin pair, it looks pretty with the detail. But if you wear a 40 denier or higher from then on, it just looks like you're wearing leggings. It doesn't look good at all. So the tip is 15 denier, two pairs of tights. I think you'll get the effect of a 30 denier in terms of warmth. For warmth, and it will look beautiful. This t-shirt is from Riachuelo, and it says, NATO translated it for me. Wait a second. It's better to be late than to look bad or ugly. It's something like that. Better late than ugly. And then I put on the Riachuelo shorts. Guys, these shorts are the most perfect thing in the world, but they're not from this year. Every year, Riachuelo re-releases them during the winter season. For now, I don't know about it, but I'm waiting. One thing I like about this look is that I'm a big fan of texture, and I'm realizing that even at home, yeah, I don't even fit in my house anymore, guys. There are 4 racks, and I need more racks. And I'm looking at this, I'm in this process, trying to figure out what to do about having space. And I wanted to understand my decorating style. And my decorating style has everything to do with the kind of clothes I like. I like texture, I like leather, I like wood. I like a little bit of something like cement, something rough. That's really the style I like to dress in. And here it has a lot to do with my style because there's plaid. This t-shirt, even though it's cotton, has a texture like it's a little fuzzy. Then there's the leather, which I'm in love with. Then there's this sheer detail here. Then there's a bit more leather. So for the look, and here there's a little chain belt. I like that. Since I really like things to match even though I wear them. Here's what I'll do. Identify and remove redundant phrases. Preserve the speaker's perspective. Keep all proper names and locations. Retain original meaning while shortening text. Ensure grammatical accuracy. Shorten text. I do some quirky things, but I don't go too far because I like things to match. If you prefer wild textures, that's your style and that's fine, but this is what I like. If you don't wear shorts or skirts, you can adapt the look. Use black pants or jeans as a base, though I'd avoid jeans since we wear them daily. Black pants would look cool and interesting. Lately, people have been criticizing plaid, saying the party isn't just about plaid. That's true, but a little plaid doesn't hurt. Plus, my friends there said it's 30 days of parties. Do you really think you won't wear plaid even once? Go for the plaid, it's gonna be a hit. Well, here's the complete look and let's move on to the next one. Of the looks I loved most, I'm not sure if this video will be called São João or if it'll be about Riachuelo's new collection since the São João theme is working so well. In the end, my team and I will decide what it will be. Because actually, these are already winter looks that you can wear to São João, to a June festival, or even for a night out. It's all about the style. In winter, plaid is the highlight, as my dad says. It's totally in. Suede is also totally in. So I would wear this here in Sorocaba, no problem, to go to a June festival, which isn't exactly São João, but it's still a June party. I could wear it at night, out for dinner, on a walk, or for something to do. Casual, it works really well. Tips that I gave over there on Instagram, which I think are worth highlighting here. Here, I didn't use Peruvian cotton because Peruvian cotton comes up to about here. And since I did the layering, it would have looked too closed up around my chest. I wanted to have a little bit of an open neckline. Since I put these two collars together, I thought it closed up my neck a bit, and I love to wear my hair up when I wear it. Turtleneck. So, you know that a sleek ponytail has its own charm. Why am I saying this? For you, if you're new to the channel. If not, stay with me. We talk about fun stuff, but we also talk about good things, serious things. But what I mean is that we have this habit of only tying our hair up when we're at the gym or when our hair is dirty, and that's no fun at all. But today I washed my hair at the salon. I did the curls here at home, and it's a ponytail, you know? It's not a ponytail. So when you go out, when you go for a walk like this, I know it feels like a shame to tie your hair up when it's looking beautiful and loose. But guys, having your hair up brings a certain sophistication. You stand out from everyone else, of course, only if you feel good about it. There are a lot of people who sometimes don't feel comfortable with their hair up, like, oh, I don't like myself with my hair up. But if you're someone like me who looks good with your hair down, but also looks good with your hair up, yeah, with your hair up, looks great, just kidding, but I think I look good. The hard part about having your hair up is you look pretty while talking or on your phone, but not always in pictures. With your hair down, you always look pretty. That's the only thing. But if you do a really nice ponytail with clean hair, oh guys, it looks super beautiful. Well, now talking about layering, which is really trendy right now. so I thought the plaid looked subtle. This belt is also from Riachuelo. These boots are from that little shop from China. I'll leave the link for you. They don't have a seam in the middle. The heel is super low, all in suede, really versatile. I've been wearing these boots a lot. I highly recommend them, okay? So what I linked here, this shirt, these shorts, this belt, and the boots, and this one here. Only the bottom one I won't have. And here's a tip. Maybe you won't have the complete set. Brown, because there are two colors. This one comes in dark brown and in a lighter brown, but you can mix and match too. Wear a dark shirt with light shorts and vice versa, or all light colors, which would look really cool too, especially because all light colors look great. You can match the shirt with the boots. Here's the full link, and let's move on to the next outfit. Guys, I love this one. It's a look you can wear to the office or for leisure, no problem. Even for São João. In fact, I already made a video with São João outfit ideas and included this look. I think that for someone who is very bold, it might seem a bit too serious. But here's what I would change. For the office, this buckle works, but I have one with a small square buckle that's even more delicate. So, in my case, since I have two buckles, and to give off a bit more of an office vibe, I would switch out the buckle, but either way, I'd keep the overall idea because I loved it. This blouse is by Sylvia Brass, and it has a bow. Look, I'm not a big fan of this detail. I like the string, but I don't like it when it has this little V here. See this tiny hole? It's a small thing, but I prefer to turn it to the side and wear it straight here. Look at this. Blouse, off the shoulder. Interesting. You can leave it like this, normal, rounded, and then you can wear a bra more comfortably, especially since my bust is hard to work with. I turned the strap here, it's slipping. But I could wear a bra strapless, more fitted, or you know what works? For those who have more difficult breasts, if I put it to the side, holding it, it already works for me. It works. You see? Both without holding, it's hard. But halfway, I trust a little more. This blouse, if I'm not mistaken, comes in brown and black. I'm wearing size M, but I would get size S, just because I'm trying it on. Don't wear the M. And these pants are size 36 and cost 249.90. These are from that Juliana Jabor, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is the Riacho collab, which is the blazer set. Look, I had only ordered the blazer for myself and didn't order the pants, but I really like the pants. I don't know if wearing them together will be too much, but the pants fit so well. It's a pair of pants that's really worth having. Just the pants or just the blazer or both pieces. Honestly, I was really surprised by the pants. Look, from the side and from the back, what beautiful pants. I love them. Then I put on my new boots, which are honestly a sincere recommendation because they're so versatile with the pointed toe, because they're black, because they're pointed toe, they're brown, and they don't have a seam in the middle. But the heel isn't super comfortable. So for example, for a party like this, I wouldn't go with boots that have an uncomfortable heel because it's about having a good time. Sometimes you might even ruin your husband's or your partner's night, because you want to leave early since your feet hurt. So think about that, guys. The outfit, first and foremost, the most important thing, the priority is that it has to be comfortable. Then it should be pretty and stylish. There's no point if you ruin your night because of your shoes. I remember, guys, here in Sorocaba, there were a lot of rodeo parties, not Festa Junina, rodeos. Yeah, I think it was around this time of year, just rodeos, just the bales. Here it comes. Gustavo Lima and Lua Santana are coming. I wanted to go, Viri Parara, and all the girls are wearing high heels. Boots, pumps, sandals, in the mud, saying, guys, for the love of God, I know it looks beautiful, but it only looks beautiful when you take a picture in the mirror at home. Now, enjoy the party. Wearing uncomfortable clothes that have nothing to do with the place, like high-heeled sandals in a place that's a sand or dirt arena. It's not elegant, So always be careful about that. Well, that's it. I love this look. It works for both situations. You can wear sandals, boots, or pumps. Change the buckle and it looks even more delicate. And let's go to the next look. Say that you're a boy mom without saying that you're a boy mom. Let's get back to this fitting room, guys, the next day. Lots of new things. Now let's take a little break from João and talk about something new again. Well, this look, it's beautiful. This shirt, I thought I was going to be bothered by it because it has the seam right here in the middle. But I wasn't bothered by it because I saw that the bow, it covers it, though not completely. Sometimes it shows. Still, it hides it a lot. If it were a regular blouse with a seam down the middle, I wouldn't wear it, but I really like the bow. That's the only reason I brought it, even if it was just a regular shirt. With the seam, I don't know, I just wouldn't get attached to it, but when I saw the bow, you all really like it too. I made a bow, just anyway, like my nose. But even so, I loved it. I don't know if it's that fabric that stays wrinkled, even if you crumple it, even if you iron it. I think it is. We also have now another point. The highlight of the look. Well, but let's talk about the highlight of the look, which is these jeans, the find. You know that my favorite wide leg is from Riachuelo, and this one, I loved it. I thought the color was really pretty, a very dark shade of blue. It fits really well. The waist is really high. When I post a pair of pants here, I usually take off the belt that comes with the pants because 94 out of 94 times I have an issue with it. I put on my own belt, one thing or another, and then you all keep swearing it's not the same pants from the link. And in fact, besides making a few adjustments myself, they show a pair of pants in a color so different from the original that it's hard to believe. My favorite wide leg is from Riachuelo. I cut it with scissors, so that's how it is now. Very different. The website version has a hem, but mine was just cut with scissors. And the color is completely different. The pants, so no one can believe it's the same pair. Well, this one here, what happens is, look how ugly these big panties are. Guys, look at my underwear showing, dividing my butt into four. You should always be careful. Why am I wearing this underwear? Oh, it's underwear that helps hold in my belly. Then I recorded another video from the front. I'm worried about the back part. That's why I say big panties are for that. For that. It's just to split your butt, nothing more. These pants are a comfortable size 36. I don't know if I'd fit into a 34, but I'll leave my measurements be. Let's update them with mine right here because I have a 99 cm hip. So actually, with my measurements, it's a mystery how I fit into a 36. I'm more like a 38, let's say, closer to a 38. The 36. If you're a true 36, you could even consider getting a 34. Like this. Look, it's not loose, but it is. It's not tight. Then I say I recommend getting it really snug so that when it stretches, it doesn't get too big and it does tend to give, right? Well, but what I was going to say is high waist, no elastane, really nice butt. Look, it fits really well. Just one little problem. I'm wearing slingbacks here, which aren't very high, and with this heel, which isn't very high, and I'm only 1 meter and 56 centimeters tall, I won't need to hem it. That means it's a pair of pants that I don't think is for tall people, at least not with high heels. I think for those of you who are tall, these pants will work to wear with flat shoes. Loafers are being worn a lot with wide leg pants, but I think we find it a bit strange, right? Wow, loafers theoretically only work with shorter pants like barrel pants, carrot pants, what else? Harem pants, but no, loafers totally work with wide leg pants. Well, that's it. Approved shirt in size M, 179. It could be the one. If I chose size S, there'd be less extra fabric, and the pants are size 36, 179.90. Let's go to the next look. This one is chic for the office, but both times I tried it on, I liked it with sneakers. I still haven't gotten it for myself. I'm really unsure if I should get it or not because I liked it a lot. But we also know that when we love something, we don't think twice. And when we've hesitated, we've already hesitated. Maybe it's not the best investment. Between the beige and the gray, I like the beige more. I thought it was really chic. The gray actually is just as pretty, but I personally love gray. I think it's elegant. You know that color that just doesn't suit you? Whenever I wear gray, especially certain shades, it really washes me out. I can't really explain it. It's just not the color that suits me best, even though I wish it looked better on me. This blazer is in size 38. It costs $299, and that's the correct size. It's made of Peruvian cotton. I chose the off-white one so I wouldn't look too pale, to reduce the contrast and make it softer with the beige, and also to match better with sneakers. I think I even have sneakers that would match this look better, but since the matching t-shirt worked out, I chose these sneakers because many of you have them, and I highly recommend them. Look, it's a style very similar to Adidas Samba with that slim shape, no stripes, nothing. Sometimes I don't like having stripes here and also stripes on the sneakers, you know. I see a lot of people mixing horizontally striped knitwear with Adidas Samba, which has vertical stripes. I don't know, I don't really like it. Do you guys feel the same way? So I prefer sneakers without the stripes. That's why I like the brand. I like the impact it brings to the look. But when something in the outfit contrasts, sometimes I prefer to go with something more basic. Since I have the option, I have the light-colored Adidas Samba with the stripe and this one. For this outfit, I'd pick this one because it's simpler. Well, the pants are size 36. I think it's because of the fabric that I felt a little unsure because even though it fits really well, it's softer. So it's a blazer that's even lined, but the outer fabric is really soft. It's good for people who live in a hot place. I live in a hot place, but I don't worry too much about that, and I like the structure of the clothes, you know? I value this in my outfits, and I can't show you the look, though it's beautiful, without sharing details since you sometimes see it as I talk, right? I'm speaking highly of it because it really is beautiful. Then you see the photo and you have no idea about this. And when it arrives at your house, you're like, wow, it's not what I expected at all. I don't want that to happen. Not that it's the case with this look, but you get it. I want you to be like, wow, I liked it. It's beautiful. It's like this, like that, you know? No surprises. Isn't it frustrating when expectations don't match reality? It's scary, right? And on the internet, the websites themselves do this to us a lot. Wow, Nato bought stuff from TikTok shop. Guys, the guy said the t-shirt was really oversized for you since you're tall and Nato is tall. Our grandson bought it thinking it would fit because you're tall. But guys, the t-shirt ended up here, I swear, and there was a trick to it. That was the last straw. We work online, right? We need good lighting. So the guy said, I found the best lighting, blah, 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 a lamp, a little light for you to record. And then he's in a dark room and he turns on this thing with sand that looks like a stadium spotlight. I bought it. It wasn't cheap, almost 300 Rs, guys. I swear that thing. Anyone familiar with little lights knows about the kind you plug into your phone at night to create an effect while recording, like when your phone is right in your face. And the guy sold it as if it were a stadium floodlight. So like here, you won't have any surprises. I liked it. It's beautiful, but it's thin, and I think that's what got in the way a little, even though it's really pretty. Guys, the pinstripe, this is really elegant. No doubt. And that's why I think I prefer it with sneakers, because since it's not so structured, you can move around well in heels at work. You can, but it goes even better, matches more with sneakers, you know? Guys, my underwear today is terrible. See? That's why I say lingerie underwear is everything, right? Today I'm wearing huge, ugly underwear. I'm not wearing my filming shorts, so just ignore my butt. That's it. Here's the look. It's done. It's complete. I loved it. But I'm still like, should I get it or not? Let's go to the next one. I just mentioned this on Instagram. It's already with me, so follow me there if you don't follow Rita Saraiva yet. Over at Saraiva, there's something new every week. In fact, there are 1,000 stories to watch every day. We don't stop for a single day. When I'm not all dressed up like this, on the weekends when I take some time to rest, my baby delivers all the entertainment. He's so cute, probably the cutest ever. You saw him in this video, right? He must have appeared here yesterday. Well, this shirt is 100% linen, and I know you all love these important details about the fabric. It's not something I care about that much, even though I live in a really hot place. But for those who like a high-quality, sophisticated piece, it's costing $259.90, and it has a very oversized fit. This one is extra small, it fit great. I brought the blue and burgundy in small, actually in medium because they only had medium and they ended up being huge. I randomly tried the extra small, thinking it wouldn't fit, but it did. I liked it. It's in a really sophisticated shade of pink, this one here, the pink one. It came back and I talked to Fabiano about it, that it came in these more elegant shades. You know, it's not that hot pink, that really flashy thing. They're more subtle now. And this pink, I loved it. I really like pink. It's always very modern. And blue too, you know, and burgundy. Every time I see this pink, I get excited. So you guys are creating a good monster. Let me talk about this look real quick because I want to make some comments. I put this look together like this. These pants from Riachuelo are beautiful, but the fit is really big. The size 36 feels more like a 38 on me. It doesn't seem so since I'm a size 36, and sometimes the pants fit a bit bigger. I can fit into a 34, but actually I'm a 36, and these pants feel like I'm wearing a 38. You know, it's like they're not even my size, and they are my size, but they're really big. So if you're a 36, either you have to get them completely altered or just forget about these pants. If you're 38 or older, you can buy them. Just get a smaller size and they'll fit well. I'm wearing the wrong underwear for this video, but it's just to show you the look. The pocket is on the back and it has nice fabric. And you guys keep asking me for tailored pants, but these aren't tailored pants. It actually looks a bit more like twill. It really reminds me of that, but it has this elegant pants vibe in a straight cut. It's really pretty. I don't think it starts at size 34, but I'm not sure. I wanted to, but it won't work out. Also, I think I only mentioned it on Instagram, not here. I have a rule in my head that I can't mix linen with denim. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but in my mind, it just doesn't work. Here. I see it as something very summery, you know, something really breathable and light, and denim is a heavy piece, even though we wear it in the summer. You know what I mean? I really like playing with textures, but these are two textures that I feel just don't go together. So I tried to put them together, and I was like, guys, I can't, for me, it just doesn't work. That's why I brought this idea in this fabric. I would wear fabric like this or even tailoring, no problem. But denim, I think it's too heavy. And another thing I was telling the girls on Instagram is that besides the fabric, for me, it's also the buttons. Mother of pearl is the most summery thing there is. So mother of pearl with denim is also something that doesn't match. All from my sources, my own head. I hate it when I say to Nato, like, oh, because I heard about him, but who heard about him? Who exactly heard? There's no I heard about it. You can't explain it that way. I heard about it could mean anything. You'd never make up a story, but if I heard it, I heard it. This isn't one of those cases. It's just in my head. I don't know. I have this thing about it, but that's it. Go ahead, see if you're liking it, leave your comments, and let's go to the next look.